Gentlemen, welcome to Prepare the Way, where I prepare the way for men to discover the truth on how they were called to live. In episode 2, we are talking about tell the freaking truth. Tell the freaking truth. You can replace that freaking word with whatever you want to, but for this week's episode, we're talking about tell the freaking truth. Last week, we talked about owning your life. If you haven't checked it out, check it out below or head over to my YouTube page. You can see it there. But this week, we are talking about tell the freaking truth. So, quick story. In November, I headed out to LA with my buddy Kyle. We went to a men's leadership conference, whatever you want to call it. We're in the middle of one of the sessions, and I'm a man, if you don't know me, I'm a man who prides myself on telling the truth. Most of you just laughed when I said that, because if you know me, you know I have told you the truth about how you're living, things you're doing great, things you're not doing great, speaking potential in your life, man, things you need to pick up, areas you need to do better at. Man, I'm a man who prides myself on speaking truth and life to men, because I feel like when we do that, it motivates them to see their potential. So, I'm out in California, and me and Kyle are in a session, and Kyle looks at me, and truly, and boldly, and honestly, he looks at me and goes, yeah, you never take a risk. You never take a risk because you never put yourself out there. Because you're too scared to put yourself out there. And I heard that, and it resonated. And I'm going to be super honest with you there. When he said that, every part of my being wanted to punch him square in the face and break his nose. And I was pissed. Man, I was pissed. I told Kyle to go screw himself. I didn't talk to him. I was like, whatever, man. You know what you're talking about. And then a day went by and I thought about it. And you know what? He was absolutely right. You see, Kyle hit a nerve because Kyle spoke truth to me. And when Kyle started to speak truth to me, at first my reaction was being pissed off. But then when I had a chance to get out of my feelings and actually hear him and think about it, he was completely right. You see, because he was right. I was too scared to take a jump. I was too scared to take a risk. I was too scared to try anything different in my career. So what I was doing was I was just sitting there spinning my wheels, complaining about things that were out of my control, when in reality they were in my control. In relationships, complaining about relationships I had been in with friends and family, when in reality they were in my control. So what Kyle did was Kyle spoke life and Kyle spoke truth. But as a man, I had to move my pride out of the way. You see, man, that's the problem here. Because I put these videos up, and some of these videos piss you off. And you know what? That's okay, because I want to piss you off. I want to get under your skin. I want to get into your feelings, because I want you to think differently. I want you to discover that there is a different way to live. So what I had to do when truth was spoken to me was I had to weed through all the feelings and all the emotions and get to the truth and get to the core. And Kyle was right. So what did I do? I took that back in, I listened to it, and then I started to apply my life to that. You see, what happens is, man, we don't allow people to speak truth in our lives anymore, because for some odd reason in society today, man, we wear these gloves, these gloves that we have to handle everything with care. Oh, don't tell him the truth, you may hurt his feelings. Don't say that. That's not politically correct. When in actuality, let's think about it. If we as men spoke more truth to one another, we could discover and unlock the potential of how we are called to live. But what happens is we turn into yes men, or we turn into passive men who don't say anything and allow life to just pass them by. Think about this in your day-to-day job. Think about your boss. Are you actually speaking truth to your boss? Maybe he doesn't have great business ideas. Maybe he is dropping the ball in places. Are you speaking truth to that? Or are you too scared? Think about your marriage. Are you speaking truth and life into your marriage? Or are you just being a yes man? You just agreeing with your wife because, well, I don't want to get in a confrontation. You see, this is the thing. Speaking truth is not about confrontation. It's not about making people angry. It's not about getting under their skin. Speaking truth is about love. Speaking truth is about speaking life into one another. I trust you enough to speak this truth because I see something in you. So the challenge this week, men, is I want you to hear the truth, number one, but number two, I want you to go and speak the truth into someone's life. Just like Kyle spoke truth into my life, which motivated me to make a huge change, to put myself in a risk, which has paid off amazing, but none of that would have been accomplished if at first I didn't hear the truth, weed through the feelings, and recognize something had to change. So, if we're going to prepare the way for men to discover the truth on how they're called to live, we got to understand truth, and you got to start listening to the truth.